Hi, it's me again with laser tips and tricks. Haven't done a laser tip or trick in a while. I've got a node right there that's left over like a ghost. I do some spoons for a lady that look like this at the end, and she gives them out at birthday parties for party favors for kids. She has a business that she teaches kids to cook. And this is really elementary, but it might help somebody new. You're always going to have scrap pieces of wood. Here's something I was doing for Congratulate Graduates. This is plywood. I taped it down and I set my home right there. And then it's kind of hard to see, but I ran a line over the length of the spoon and a crosshair. This is perpendicular to the laser because the laser cut it. Now I set my spoon, and the picture is a little bit off, the crosshair. Now this is only going to work for, everything's got to be perfect. The knife or the spoon has to have a hole in it. You have to have a red dot pointer, and you need to be able to run center engraving for this idea to work. So then I just take and I center the red dot on, it's actually on my line, and then I just lay the spoon in there. Now, what I do, and it's a different font, let's see if I have this font. I use this font right here. And let's say this is way too long because the spoon's only 15 inches. So I get it where I want to do my red dot pointer, and I've got it in the center. It's in the center of the spoon because it's on the line. I mean, I've just basically on the head of the spoon. I didn't take a picture of the spoon part of the spoon, but I just eyeball it. And then what I do is I take this rectangle and double click on the rectangle tool, and it puts a box around my text. I should have taken a picture of just a blank spoon. I apologize. So then I put it in my laser like that, and I run with my lid open. I run a vector file, and it'll show me where it's going to be on the spoon. I don't want to be too close to the hole. I don't want to get off in the hole, but I want it to be in the center of the spoon. So I run my red dot pointer because I'm running center engraving. So once I've got on my spoon centered, and then that way, if I need to move it left or right and get closer to one end, I can do it. Then, and you do that with your lid open so it will not burn your wood. Now, if you do not have a red dot pointer, you could tape over that spoon and just run that really lightly to see if it would work. But if you don't have center, it's a whole different ballgame because this center really makes it really easy. So now I only did 9 spoons this morning. And even if I was going to do 100, I would make a pattern and do more spoons that weren't. But is it really faster? I don't believe it is. Because you're going to have to, so just kind of go what I did at the start. I just made a straight line and I made it 15 inches long. And then I put another line and put it near the end of the spoon. And then I vector cut that out on this scrap piece of plywood. So in this perpendicular, and of course so if you were going to do a lot, you couldn't use center. And then I just I have an epilogue fusion, and I set my center right there, and it runs that box. Now, if you don't have a red dot pointer, if you don't have center, you could still get by with it. But I know people are going to watch this and do a lot of engraving and go, I want to do 100 spoons at one time. Does it save you time? I really don't think it does. One, you're going to use a whole piece of scrap wood making your jig. And on something like that, I wouldn't make a pocket jig. I'd make a line jig. I mean, unless you're doing thousands of spoons and they're all the same, I would not do it. Then you could just move this one down. But that's after you've got your box set up where your text is going to go. And let's say you did this many spoons. it's still only going to do one spoon at a time. And then it's going to move the next spoon. If by chance, through the vibration, if one of them moved off, you could mess up a spoon. And you're still going to have to lay out 100 spoons or 10 spoons or 20 spoons. I personally think, especially if you set your center way down here on your laser bit, if you notice this is, I can see right over the X because I'm not working at the top left corner of the machine. I'm working toward the bottom of the C. I'm 6'4" and I can see over stuff, but one spoon at a time, unless you're doing 100 of them, I think is the way to go. But that's my belief. Anyway, I hope that helps somebody that was just starting out, and thank you for watching.